Well, Mario, definitely a tough day for you guys. Asked you about Nico earlier, but if Luke and Jake, if they are traded, what do they mean to the team?
Yeah, they're big. They've been big parts of this team this year, and Cunny's been here for a couple years now. But you know, they're still a Shark as of right now, so I don't really want to say too much on it. But if they aren't, then we're going to be missing a lot of those guys. They've competed hard, um, but yeah, it's I don't think anyone's too surprised. We're in the situation that we're in, so it's part of the game, it's part of the business.
When a game goes sideways like that, are there learning moments in it? I mean, you know what I mean? Is every game a learning experience or a learning moment? I know that you guys, I hate to say that, but what can you take away from this game?
That's a really good hockey team. There's no excuse for us, but I just didn't think we had our legs tonight. I just didn't think we brought that same intensity that we brought over the last 6 games on this road trip. It's been a hard one. Obviously some tough circumstances for us today. I don't think many people had us as a favorite in that game today. But what we can learn from it is that, we can't take our foot off the gas, not for 1 second, especially, with the position that we're in, and, we're short some guys today. That's a very good hockey team. That's a Stanley Cup contender. That's what one day that we're going to need to get to. You can't take your foot off the gas, and that's pretty much what we learned tonight in all areas, special teams and 5-on-5. So we got a lot to improve on, but overall as a road trip, it was pretty good. But I think this was a little bitter ending to a really good road trip that I thought we were having. So, but we're going to move on from it and learn from it.
Nico, you guys found out about in the morning. When do you find out that Luke isn't playing, Jake isn't playing? As players, when do you guys find out?
Sturmy, we found out in the morning, and then I think we just the other guys we kind of found out on the way to the game. So some surprises, but everybody was made aware to be ready to play, like as you should, no matter what. So.
Warzel talked about kind of he could just feel the emotion. Maybe it was the last game of the trip or whatnot. But did you sense like the emotion was, I don't know if off is the right word, but just different today for a number of reasons? Last game of the trip, obviously everything going on with your teammates, and just did you sense any of that?
Yeah, I think so. Like I don't think we had our jump like we have had over. I feel like we played with more purpose and more. Like we were more hungry the last 6 games of this road trip, but things have happened. The situation today was pretty mentally. It was tough on us mentally. It was a pretty emotional day with guys, not playing, Sturmy being traded and stuff like that. But these are things that are part of the game. That other stuff may come up in future seasons that we can't let get to our head and we can't let affect us. If we're going to be a good hockey team competing for Stanley Cup in the near future, we're going to need to learn how to battle through these moments. So there's no excuse for it, but yeah, we were missing that tonight, that energy.
And obviously, like you mentioned, it's these guys are still with your team. But I just wonder, VTech, he was held out and then he flew with you guys to Denver. Does that flight just feel different with a teammate like that? You talk to him a little more. Just how is just that kind of flight with a player that might get traded?
I don't think it's I don't think it's much different. Everybody still has a relationship with each other away from the rink as well. We have respect for each other, and again, I hate to say it, like nobody's used to it, but we know it's part of the game, and guys come and go all the time. Unfortunately, you make a really good friends, and you don't get to. Sometimes you don't get to play with them as long as you were hoping for. So there's not much difference. It's more of a not a great feeling to lose somebody. So maybe a little more emotional of a plane ride.
And last one for me. Just for yourself, the deadline is tomorrow. You've been a Shark for a long time. I know he asked you this almost every deadline, but just for yourself, just how are you feeling? Just going into the deadline and your time with the Sharks, whatever happens with it. Just how are you just feeling approaching the deadline?
I'm feeling myself. You know, I'm a Shark. I've been a Shark. I'm competing. The goal every day is to show up at the rink and be a better player for this team. So, yeah, I'm not really approaching it any way. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just doing my part and you know, trying to improve and trying to help this team improve.
Are you able to keep that in mind? Is there even...
Yeah, I think surprisingly I think better than, you know, the last couple of years. I think I've been able to, like, I'm just playing, so I haven't really thought about that stuff. It's out of my control, and you know, my loyalty is here for as long as I'm a Shark. So that's my job and that's my duty. I have to be doing that.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.